Hello and welcome to Realms Edge Gaming. In this episode I thought we could check out the new Warband that's been added to the Direchasm roadmap. So the article starts off by saying that the 4th season of Warhammer Underworlds, Direchasm, has been heating up quite nicely now. We've had Kagra's Ravagers, which were the Slaves to Darkness Warband. We've also seen the other two warbands. We've seen the Starblood Stalkers, which were the brilliantly looking Seraphon, and we've seen the Crimson Court, which were the Soul Blight. And we've also had a glimpse at the carnage that Headcracker's Mad Mob are bringing to the Living Mountain. And we've also seen, I believe he was called Tooth Dagger, the one with the kind of Wolverine-esque claws, which were part of the Savage Orruk Warband. And we are getting our second glimpse of that warband today. So, let's have a look at the model. And it also goes on to show that on Saturday, when we have our kind of preview show, we get to see the warband in its entirety. And I kind of thought that was unusual because, well, I imagine that in this warband that there will be 3 models if we've already had 2. So really we're only going to get an additional 1 on Saturday, but who knows, maybe there is a little bit more to this than I think. Maybe there might be another couple of maybe smaller models, or something maybe a bit more left field, as Games Workshop has been known to do. But this is the next member of the Mad Mob, and I think it's a good looking model. I think the colour scheme's interesting with the green skin. To my eye, this one looks a little bit darker than the one we saw, Tooth Dagger, last week. But it might just be because I don't have them side by side as a comparison. I like the kind of Seraphon-esque scaly cloak that it's wearing. I think that the kind of purple and the vivid pink goes really, really well against the green of the skin. I was surprised that this model didn't have feathers on it, because Tooth Dagger did, and I thought to tie in the warband together in terms of their aesthetics, that would be a way of unifying them. But I do like the way it's got these kind of teeth and the bone, especially this bone weapon. This kind of axe head looks really, really cool. And I like the dynamicism of the pose as well. It looks a very, very, even though it's on one leg, it does look like a really good sturdy point of contact there. I also like the rock that's jutting out from the base there, and protruding there, how kind of like jaggedy and sharp it is, to kind of be befitting of the Savage Orruk theme and what they would be like. So I think that's a really nice touch. The way that they've painted the eyes is really interesting, along with this kind of, it looks like Coelia green shade or something, and the nails, I think it's a really nice kind of add a bit of detail there, along with the scar to tie it in with Tooth Dagger and the Savage Orruks. So the article goes on to say, it's also time to reveal another shadowy silhouette on the roadmap. Who do you think it could be? Maybe you can feel it in your bones. So I think the general consensus, including amongst myself, is that we've got, ignoring the pun as well, feeling it in your bones. I think we've got the Ossiarch Bonereapers there. I don't think there are any prizes for guessing that. And it's a really interesting silhouette, and this is for May. I think when they initially brought out the roadmap, where we could just see the icons on the map, we did kind of predict that it would be that, and it was to do with the, it also looks like a rib cage with the blue around the outside, and also the kind of stone in the middle. Might be wrong, but I think, is it called a null stone? But anyway, it is Ossiarch Bonereapers, and it also kind of corresponds with one of the rumour engines as well. So I've just pulled that up here. We've got the shadowy silhouette there. You can see that kind of gemstone in the middle, matching the gemstone of the scythe. Now, when the rumour engine was revealed, I wasn't sure if it was going to be part of, like a war machine or whatever, because, the context isn't there. We didn't necessarily know it was going to be for the Direchasm Warband. It could have kind of been for anything, but it's a really interesting weapon. That I think it's a really cool idea to have the scythe done in bone, and I'm intrigued to see what other models we get in that Warband as well, and how they're going to fit into the Ossiarch Bonereaper army. But that is what we have. Maybe we'll see more on Saturday. I don't think we will. I think we'll get our Savage Orruk Warband, and I think a lot more of the show will be dedicated towards the Age of Sigmar, Broken Realms narrative, and also Warhammer Quest, because Games Workshop did release a little bit of a map hinting at what we will see on Saturday. And I don't think too much of it will be dedicated towards Warhammer Underworlds. But what do you think? What do you think of the Savage Orruk Warband? Has it impressed you? What do you think we'll see for our third model? Or do you think there will be a couple more that we'll see on Saturday? Will you be picking up a set to paint or add to an existing Savage Orruk War? But I'd love to get your comments below. If you've not already subscribed to the channel, that would be fantastic if you could do so. And if you could drop a like below and tell me what you think of the models, I'd love to chat with you about them. Thanks for joining me, and I'm sure we'll speak soon. Bye-bye.